Over the last decade, we've seen muscle cars transform from rigid, straight-line speedsters into much more capable machines. Take a look at the Camaro ZL1. It is a supercharged track weapon with enough aero to keep it on the ground. Dodge has taken the traditional approach, but turned it up a lot. With their new Demon, they're able to do a quarter mile in one of the fastest times a production car can do. Ford tried to keep up with the GT350R. Now, it had carbon fiber wheels, it had the wing, it had a whole thing set up for track, but it just couldn't hold a candle to these supercharged monsters. Now, Ford obviously has an answer to the wolves at their doors, and that is this, the GT500. Now, I could go on and give you a really good reason as to why you should choose this over the competition, but I don't have one reason. I have 760. Shelby has taken this Mustang and turned it into something completely different. Obviously, you can tell that it's still a Mustang, but Shelby has raised it into the higher echelons of the automotive world. You can tell with the styling, this gaping maw in the front. They've added a heat extractor to the hood, which it will need for all those 760 horsepower. They've added this big spoiler to the back and obviously these beautiful wheels. The emblem even has changed. You can't find a Ford emblem on the outside of this car. The only place you can find it is in the scuff plates on the floor when you come inside. The emblem on the outside has been replaced with something as equally as iconic, which is the Cobra.
The original Cobra logo came to Carroll Shelby in a dream one night. The first iteration showed the Cobra head on, and then a North Korean car designer reworked the logo to its current form, coiled up ready to strike with its fangs bared. Boasting the Shelby name means it's as capable in a straight line as it is around a corner. Car and Driver notes that it can post a quicker lap time than a Cayman GT4 or a Lamborghini Huracan Evo. The reason it can handle a road course so efficiently is through a ton of electronic aids. It has several different modes you can choose from depending on your mood, has different settings for comfort level or sport feeling, and also the ever-impressive MagneRide suspension. Ford has a tendency to nickname their engines. The old GT350 had a 5.2-liter engine they called Voodoo. Now this one, however, is a new 5.2-liter engine that they've nicknamed Predator. The Predator engine produces 760 horsepower from 5.2-liter V8 that is supercharged and also produces 625 pound-feet of torque.
We're going to teach you how to do launch control in the GT500. So first things first, you have to go to your mode selector and you need to go to drag strip mode. But then we need to go to the Cobra button on the steering wheel. We need to find track apps and we need to find launch control. Launch control can be initiated right here. You can choose your RPMs where you want them to sit when you rev from 3,200 all the way down to 1,200. So we're going to do it at 2,500 RPMs. And that's where we're gonna sit. Then what you need to do, put your foot on the brake, put your foot on the gas, let it sit at 2,500 RPMs, and then just let it go. Now, I know you're all gonna run to the comments and say, 760 horsepower is not a lot of horsepower. Well, to that I disagree. I understand that 1,000 horsepower is the new benchmark for anything to make any kind of recognition, but the fact that a Mustang makes 760 horsepower, I mean, they just came out with a dark horse and it is the most track capable Mustang, not Shelby, and it's only got 500 horsepower. So at what point will you people be happy? Now, that being said, over the next 10 years, the internal combustion engine will finally have its final day, and we will see the final V8, the final internal combustion engine itself, leave the factory. Do I think that this is Ford's last hurrah? Absolutely not. We still have close to a decade. Therefore, get excited because I think there's a lot more to come from Ford. Remember to like and subscribe, and we'll see you next time.